And I was so loyal to Hewlett-Packard, I was going to be an engineer for life at Hewlett-Packard. I would never go up the org chart. Running a business, having lots of executive salaries was never going to be my thing in life because I loved electronics so much. I wanted to design hardware and write software. And I did that at Hewlett-Packard and I loved it. And so I wouldn't desert them. So before starting Apple, I pleaded with Hewlett-Packard to build this product. And they turned me down for the first of 5 times. And then we got an order that was $50,000, twice my salary. Steve and I had put a few $100 in. All we had in the world. We sold everything we had. We had no savings accounts. We had no relatives with money. So we had this little garage that was sort of us, but it's floundering. We aren't making a huge amount of money. We're not being noticed by anybody in the money world. But this whole idea that we're making a computer that people can have and use, it was becoming an exciting idea in life for people in the newspapers and all. And but the Apple II, I designed the Apple II 3 months later. The Apple I, this first product, was never designed as a computer. It was a quick modification of a thing that I'd built to call computers over the phone lines. Very slow modem speeds, only a few characters per second, very slow. And I modified it quickly to be a computer and a terminal. And we had to go to friends that had companies. We had to go to venture capital. We got steered to an angel, Mike Markkula. He had business sense. He had been through the business world. He had sort of retired. He was looking around for things to do with his money. And he was willing to invest in us, make us a marketing-driven company, run marketing himself, be full-time. He's the one who taught Steve and I what kind of people you hire in a company and what their responsibilities are and how a company works. So he's the mentor that made Apple successful, really, but you never hear about him. And he had as much stock as Steve and I. He invested money, but he said I had to leave Hewlett-Packard. And I said, no, wait a minute. I've designed 2 computers and mass storage on cassette tapes, and I've written a basic language all myself, and I've designed all these other things and written all this software in 1 year. So moonlighting. So why don't I keep my safe job at Hewlett-Packard and moonlight for Apple Computer? And he said, no, you've got to make a decision by Tuesday. So Tuesday I went to his cabana with Steve Jobs, and I went in and I had gone inside myself and my soul. And I said, no, I'm going to be an engineer at Hewlett-Packard for life, and I love designing computers, but I can do that on my own time. And I love writing software, I can do it on my own time, so I'm not going to do Apple. And Steve got all my relatives and friends to start calling me, and it was probably only like a week later when I finally realized I can start the company Apple, and I don't have to run it. I don't have to be a businessman. I can still be an engineer. We really felt that we were going to be Mike Markkula, come from this business background, that there are new markets that get started up in a category that never existed, and they make it. And a company can grow to a $1 billion company in 5 years. It happens about once a decade, he said. And this is one of these home computers is going to be one of those. So boy, did he have the foresight. Don't expect that every company is going to be an Apple computer, Try to be smart, but have a reason, want to succeed. You'll get what you want. I wanted to be a great engineer, and that's what I did, great engineering. Steve Jobs wanted to, really head a very important company in the world and be one of those important people that makes the important decisions in life. And that's what he got. And those personal motivations will go a lot further than stock and salary and what other people tell you and what they've done. You've got to really, really want to make it go so much that you're just living and breathing it, 20 hours a day, even in your dreams.